Okay, so if you guys shittings, what the fuck did I do? Hello? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this is more for me. When I turn my game on, it just reset my video settings. And I cannot apply it. So I don't know what's going on, but if this is gonna keep happening, this is a pain in my ass. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I can fix this, I'd really appreciate it because I don't really know. Um, yeah, so okay. Disclaimer, I did watch like 5 rounds on Ethan's stream yesterday, so I remember a little bit, but other than that, it's all new. So we'll see. Okay. I wouldn't really play here, Link. I'd play more towards the backside and try to see this happening as early as possible. So I'd play somewhere here, probably. Just jiggle here or jump spot or something. I wouldn't be in the backside because if they decide to do 2 guys pushing on a pistol, uncommon, but still. By the time they get to you, at that point, if they're here, which this guy I think was, you have no choice but to take that fight and kill or be killed, kind of, you know? So I just watch out for that. And that on mid, I think it was fine. Yeah, stay alive. Alright. I saw this live, so I remember this. Bernie, you did the same mistake as the other demo. You guys need to be more aware of what you're doing. So Link knew there was a guy here. Regardless if he knew or not, doesn't really matter. You guys, your first priority should be the bomb planter, you know? Um, so what that means is everything should be going on the planter, right? All our resources and everything. This cannot happen. We have 3 guys in the middle of a cave. Bernie is out planting the bomb. Let me just change this song. A little of. Fuck me. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, um, yeah. So the first thing you guys should be doing is Bernie needs to watch out for, around him. Before he goes and plants, he needs to make sure that the bomb is covered, and that means having people next to him. Okay. One good habit that I think you guys should be doing, this is what I tell all my teams, is to just have someone close to him and just body block kind of and bodyguard the bomb planted. Okay. But Bernie, you really shouldn't be planting. You did have a little bit of the bomb site, but you don't have any control over this. So there could be a guy somewhere hidden, ready to shoot you. So I think you should have walked out, cleared close, cleared these areas, maybe even checked here, depending on the link. And then when at least you get all of this area, then you plant. At that point, you're planting maybe here, or you're planting at the same spot, but you have someone nearby in this spot, so he watches out for this, or a temple push, or someone coming out of CT as well on the other side. So you're planting here, you have a teammate right here, or in this corner, and then you have another one watching out for this side, right? Hopefully this guy's dead by then, so it doesn't really worry you, and Link's probably here already. So I just want to point that out. That would have made a huge difference. You wouldn't have gotten killed like that, Silly mistake, not a big deal, but it is something that is a problem because I think you guys did this last game I saw too, so just something to keep in mind. Okay. This doesn't really make sense. So, planted the bomb. Okay. Your goal should be protecting Ethan now, planting the bomb. You should not be peeking into CT. Your goal should be getting as close to the boxes as possible and just looking at the temple. And now, yes, and just ignore CT. Yes, kind of, because if they come in, they would be running into you. Okay, if they do that, you'll hear them. You have more than enough time to catch them, right, and turn around, and take care of business. But looking into CT, you're actively hurting your team doing that. So your priority is your bottom planter, and doesn't look like a lot, but you are 4-on-3, right? You have above numbers. You only have a guy that's with you, but he just planted the bomb, so he's not going to be ready to shoot with you. You have Link all the way back. He could help, but you need to coordinate with him to peek with you and Ethan. And Passion Fruit is in cave, and he's a little far away. Now, he can quickly just peek with you as well, but there's a few steps that he has to take in order to do that, you know? So, this really is doable. It's just a little more planning, that's all. Ethan threw a flash. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Backing off, I don't know if I agree though. Yeah. Here you're in different planets, you know? So you have Ethan flashing to go back, and then you have Link using that flash to push forward, I think. Yeah, so Link, I think, used that flash to move forward to help you, I would guess. Then he finds this guy, he kills him, and then Ethan's on cave and just goes back even more, not realizing that Link's here, so... Yeah, I don't know. This could be communication, but I think it's your guys' fault, you know? Bernie for planting when the site's not clear. Everyone for not covering him at all. Egan for kind of killing himself. And then Ethan trying to play it safe while he has a teammate on the bomb site, you know? So if Ethan was in this box, this allows Link to play much better, you know? I don't know if you win or not, I don't remember. I think you do. But yeah, look at how far apart. You even went all the way back. You guys completely ignore Link. What the fuck, man? Yeah, like, Link has no chance, you know? What the fuck are you guys doing here, man? And please, when you see this, please don't say it's a communication problem, okay? It's not a communication problem. This is us that made a mistake, okay? Play this terribly, okay? It worked out, you'll win the round, but it's terrible. You don't see a guy here in the bomb site and you just back off entirely, all the way back, you know? You try to help them. You're 3-on-2, remember? You're 3-on-2, and you allow the opponents to do a 2-on-1 against Link. Right? Okay. There's not a single AK this run. What the fuck? Okay, so Passion Fruit should have bought AK in a smoke. So that's one. Who got kills? So Link got 2 kills, Passion Fruit got 2 kills, Ethan got 1. So Link should have definitely got an AK. He wouldn't get anything else because he died. He only has 3850, but he should have gotten one. Bernie could have gotten a Mac-10, so could Egan. Or Galil with utility. Passion Fruit has an AK. So you should see 3 AKs here. Now, 2 of them would have just 1 smoke each. But that's fine. And every single one of you bought Galils. What the fuck? And passion fruit is saving $1,000. Like, this doesn't make sense, guys. You know. Pet, maybe you didn't watch the other game review, but this is not okay. You know, I'll put a screenshot here. Can I do this? A second. Let me just put it here. The fuck is wrong? Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. You don't save money, okay? The thing is, I don't know you guys very well, so I don't know if I should go in depth or not about buying, but it is something that is basic, you know? It is one of the first things you learn how to do when you start playing the game, or at least you should. After you learn how to shoot, this is what you do, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna skip it, and if you guys need a detailed explanation, you can just let me know. This is bad, okay? It's not bad, it's fucking terrible. Link even bought a Galil too, so that's fucking terrible. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here we're doing the exact same thing, that's fine. Okay, we smoked. That was good. Now we're just grouping up. You know, this was okay. Besides the buying, you guys played it okay. Okay, fast mid play. Okay, I think you need an extra guy here. I don't know where everyone else was, but you definitely need someone else with you. So, did you guys use the spawns wrong? Looks like it. So you have Bernie and Ethan. So Bernie and Ethan would probably be the ones throwing utility, and then Egan, Link, and Passion could just run it down mid. That's what I would do with the spawns you have. Okay, so Egan throws a smoke from like an instant smoke, I guess. That's fine. Ethan throws smoke and flashes. Yeah, you need more people. This is good, but you need more people. That's it. You need an extra guy, okay? This worked out, but... Did they force last run? I think they did. Because of their money, I don't honestly know. I think they ecoed, and that's why I thought it would be on a buy. But still, I think you need a third guy here. Whether he comes from this left side or the right side doesn't really matter. But you do need an extra third guy, okay? So, yeah, there's that. So the spawns, I think you guys need to practice that. Okay, how does... I mean, you can't get caught off guard like this. Come on, man. There's two guys that died mid. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that bad, but you can't get caught like that. And you wouldn't shoot that way either, but... whatever, it's fine. Okay, so now it's their first actual full buy, so let's see. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. That is so tricky. Shouldn't you want the flash for that? I like the idea, you know, but isn't there a flash that you can throw off of here that lands in there? While Link's running, for example? You could do something like that, no? Okay. Pet, you're British, so I'll just be brutally honest with you, you know? So, in a round, we need to understand what our value is and what our role is, okay? In a given scenario. So, if we have other team members taking areas of the map and we are on the other side, opposite side, and we are just completely alone, our goal is not to catch them off guard, okay? If you can, that's great, but the goal should be holding down the fort, making sure you're not getting flanked or anything like that, and that you stay alive, okay? So coming out of a smoke like this, even if you have the best flashes in the world, it doesn't matter, man. This is terrible. Because if you die, it opens up this, all of this, okay? No, you're 4 on 5, so maybe I'll take it back. If that's why you did it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, never mind. Then I would just say one extra thing, okay? Instead of you doing this on your own, I understand the idea and it was great, okay? Nothing to say about that. The only thing I would say is you have Ethan here. He could have very quickly just thrown a flash over to you. So you could have used this, okay? And, you know, if you waited like 3 seconds or something, look at what happens, right? Right? If Ethan throws now flash or just before or a little after, whatever, this guy's totally white, okay? You don't get blind, you have the same exact play but with 0 risk, right? Now, I don't know how the fuck the second guy didn't kill you, but that's another story, right? So we get, okay, after you get your kills, you should have definitely backed off, okay? You were 4v5, so you went aggro, and you turned it into 4v3 now, in your favor, right? You were down numbers, now you're up numbers. This is when you back off. Okay, this is when you hold, you go back, you check, hey, is there some motherfucker pushing out? Is there anyone pushing ramp, or cave, or mid, whatever? That's where you look for, you know? But you pushing out is just, you're gonna get killed, okay? Shouldn't have gotten that kill, okay? Okay. This is a little more newbie stuff. And that's fine. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna say this, but let me think. But basically what I'm trying to say is when you have an advantage, your goal should be closing out the round, okay? And limiting risks as much as possible. Okay, so if you come in, you kill 3 guys in mid, you know there's probably 2 guys B, right? One of them could be closer or not, you don't know. So what I would do is, before you guys come out, like this, all Rambo mode, expecting no one to be here, just take a second, smoke this a little farther away where you're safe, throw a flash off of this wall, for example, throw a second flash off of this side, just in case he's on the side, and then have 2 guys pushing in with those flashes, you know? It's a small thing. What if he's, instead of him, the closest guy being here, what if he's a little closer and he's here already? He could very easily be here by now. He gets 2 of you, or 3, who knows? right? So it's just minimizing risk, okay? So here, that was good. That was good. You played well. Good trade by Iggy. You can't lose that fight, I'm sorry. Good. Amazing. Okay. That's good. Okay, this is half buy. We don't want to do anything crazy. You shouldn't be doing this versus the buy you have, okay? Link should be telling you, this is a half buy, don't do anything like this. Okay? Okay, here just take map control slowly, that's good. Just smoke window if you haven't already. Then take mid, I'd get donut, and then I'd back off. And then you just make a decision, that's it. You don't need to get donut, you could just get whoever is in donut just off of it, you know? So if you show yourself and he sees you and then he backs off, that's your goal, okay? You don't actually need to get into donut if you don't want to. You can, but you don't need to. Because if they lose control of this and this means they have to pull a second guy into A. Okay? If you just have this guy could just be watching this and keep one guy alone, you know? Oh, what about main? Well, if he's playing here, he can hear this, so doesn't really need anyone because of main. So I think you guys did well. We didn't get donut, so that's a problem. Or get someone off of donut, yeah. Had you taken or gotten the guy off of donut, I think the round would have been a lot different, okay? You would have had a lot more control over the map and it would have been a lot easier. Yeah, you're not gonna have enough time. You guys can't get caught by a guy in a corner, Ethan. This is 100% on you. Unless you guys mollied it before, which I don't think you did. The fuck is this flush? Okay, so you tunnel vision, then you thought he would be alone. Okay. I understand. Still, you can't be caught like that, you know? Especially in a half buy, right? They have low weapons. The likelihood of them playing close is very high, so these little corners, you have an extra look at them. Right? And I also think Link maybe should have been a little closer to you guys. Like instead of Ethan throwing a shit flash off of this, I think Ethan and whoever was behind him could have just gone into cave, and then Link could have just thrown a flash in cave, right? As you go. So I don't think he had one, but we took care of them. Nice shot, Pat. Okay. Okay, here we're. It's been 5 rounds. This is all I want to say. Okay, it's been 5 rounds. Everything that I talked about in the other review, such as being here all the time, it's gotten a little better. You've had passion fruit here alone once, so that's better. But I still see you guys a lot here. Okay, I don't see you guys taking both A main, just trying to pressure something here. So that's just one other thing I want to point out. I need you guys to have more versatility. Okay, go do other things. Okay, good smoke. Perfect. Okay. Shit flash, but I understand. It's good. Just keep in mind the best flash bet is the one thrown by a teammate. Okay, it's not thrown by us. You could have had Bernie or Egan just throw a flash in the middle of mid. Okay, this would get the donut guy off, and then you could take control, right? So, I mean, everything's fine. I'm just worried about main, honestly. Yeah, again, we don't have donut control, so he just keeps the guy there. He doesn't really need a second guy on A, but yeah. Okay. See, we have a smoke, 2 smokes. You can execute B off of this, even A if you want. But you don't have donuts, so you're kind of forced into the hell is Egan doing? You're throwing a smoke mid? Is that what you're doing? I mean, no one's gonna take mid at 30 seconds left, I'm sorry. You're just wasting utility. Yeah, you're just wasting utility. You needed flashes to get off of this. Yep, nice try. Link, 45 seconds, make a decision. Okay? You need the decision made at this time or shortly before this, okay? And don't be making fakes or anything like that, okay? There's no need for that. You're playing open, okay? We didn't do this in main. You don't need to complicate the game, okay? Get the basics down, get your team to follow the basics, and then once you feel that everyone's comfortable in your system, then you could potentially do stuff like that, you know? But then you wouldn't be working with just 2 smokes and 2 flashes and that's it, right? You'd be working with a lot more resources. So I think in order to pull this off, you guys needed Ethan or Bernie. I think he had a flash and just had him flash twice from here, right? Then you just push the smoke like it's nothing. But yeah. I think here you guys are just complicating the game when it doesn't need to be complicated. So, yeah, just don't complicate. Make it easier for yourselves. It will go a lot better, I promise. Okay. You're lucky. Take that, yep. Nice, okay. Just leave one guy. Now you're 5v4 again, okay? And you see what this guy's doing already. He needs a kill, so he's gonna be pushing. I would expect the same from here, or B, you know? You don't know where he's coming from, but he will come. So good job. Okay, what is Pat doing? Like, if I was Pat, I'm 5v3, I'm not staying in cave, okay? I'm backing off. Okay, I'm probably going here or something, but just as far away as possible whilst watching mid, you know? You don't need to be here. Round's over, you just need to group up and attack a bomb site together, that's it. If you lose this round, it's on you. Yeah, why are you killing yourself, Bet? I don't understand. Why? We talked about this the other review. You're 5-on-3. Your goal should be winning with 5 alive, okay? To get your money up. Hunting only becomes a factor when your money is good enough to say, hey, if I die, I can rebuy and there's no issues. Okay? And their money, the opponent's money is low enough that it'll make a difference, you know? Because if your money's good and their money's also good, it doesn't make sense to hunt, does it? Right? But if your money's good and their money is bad, sure, yeah. But You have one guy with $0, another 400, one with 4,000. You have 1,750, and the other guy with 1,100. I think the CTs have a little better than you, you know? So, definitely shouldn't be hunting. You lick the wall, you let them take the bomb site. Unless Link told you to do this, which, again, he's wrong. There's no reason to be doing this. Just play with numbers, and you're good. You would hear all of this, you know, even if you backed off, you would hear all of this, but you wouldn't chase them. There's no need. You just keep going hunting. Like, this is shit, you know? This is shit. I'm sorry, Pat, but this is shit. It's like a silver elite that just installed the game and he's looking for kills. You know, to get high on the scoreboard. Like, this doesn't matter. You know? Win the game. Win the game badly enough. Win rounds badly enough. So when you do lose a round, you can just reinvest. You know? So if someone fucks up, like Egan fucks up or Link or whatever, you're fine, right? You just keep buying. Well, they didn't open, but good job on saving. Let's go. Nice nade. They should be on a buy. Yeah, because it's saved too, so. Really? This is one of those examples that you'd probably have another person just come here, right? Why are there two idiots in this position? We need more people. One can watch both of this, right? I don't understand. Anyway, 3-tick ramp. Molly. Preferably you have this, but I'm sure you can probably find something to smoke or molly. Then just throw a flash. Get this guy out. Usually he'll probably have an up. This guy does, but he would be a little closer, right? There would be a guy anti-flash here if I was the CTs. So he's gonna get mollied. He's gonna back off. He's gonna get blind, and so is this guy. Your only concerns are close left and close right. What else could you do? I think there's probably a way for you to smoke this, so you divide this, I guess. But I don't know. That's what I do. Molly, flash, throw a second flash on this side so it blinds everyone on the left. And blinds these guys. And you just get 3 people out, then you're good. How did we take ramp? A flash, and let's hope it works. Throw a mollo somewhere. Okay, that molly's not bad. But this is your closest point of contact, you know? You could have mollied this, but between one and the other, you should have mollied this, okay? If you have 2, by all means, molly both, you know? But, yeah. Just a mollo on this side and just a shit flash and not enough people. If you had an extra guy from here and they both have mollies, or just Ethan, but that molly would have been enough to win this round probably, because they're all here, right? You kill these 2 guys and you get the bomb set for free. So there's that. Let's try. Not watching this round. Next. Again, I don't. You guys are struggling to take this. Why are there 2 people here? You clearly need more people on this side. Just have one join you. You don't have enough utility as is, so I don't know. Okay, now you're doing something in mid. Okay, that was good. Good job. I liked what you guys did on B. One guy holding, the other guy anti. That was good. Good job. Okay. The bomb is still T-spawn for some reason. How do I disable True View? Blue View. Is there anything else that I can show status 1? Status 0? I don't give a shit about True View, man. It says active. So. Yeah. Don't make the mistake of leaving the bomb at T-spawn. Just take it with you. Pros do that. But pros know how to do the basics, you know. You don't. Yeah, same thing. Just two guys just waiting in cave for some reason. And you could have had someone here. I don't know. This round was... Okay, next. This, do you have enough? No, you're just gonna lose it, that's fine. Next. Okay. This is round you lose a 1 on 5. I'm curious. I mean, you see how it starts off, right? So I'm just gonna put it in the big screen. So you guys see exactly what I've been saying. All of this review and the other one combined, right? So mistake number 1. Link cannot be here alone without someone baiting for him. Okay? What do you mean by baiting? Link is in a position that means he will either kill everyone or die. That's it. He needs to be baited into this position so people look away from Link. Kind of like Passion is doing. Okay? But he probably needs someone here, or in Temple, or in this box, okay? To draw attention away from Link. Why is here a bad idea? He's too far away. Okay? It's easy to spot him and then quickly turn away. You know, he can just fall back if needed. In here, I think it's just better because of the active threat, you know? So I think if he had that, I think Link could have done a lot more. And sooner too. Because by the time that Passion sees someone, they're already on the bomb site. Whereas if he's here, or in this box or temple, he sees them a lot sooner, you know? So they look at Pat sooner, so Link is able to take advantage of that, you know? So that I would guess it would be about here when Pat sees them. So they would never make it into the site, I don't think. So Pat dies. Anyone else died? No, not yet. Okay, let's see what Link does. I mean, at this point, just hide, man. Good flash from Megan. Here, just need to hide. I don't know why Bernie went here. Why did you go all Rambo? Okay. Remember what I said about the guys at most being here? This would have helped Bernie a lot, okay? He probably wouldn't have made this mistake. But since he did, what you should have done, Bernie, is when you came here, you were 4 on 2, okay? Before you killed this guy. Since no one died, and Link's not being pressured or anything, what you should have done is just been behind this wall and see what happens, okay? If your teammates start dying and they need help, then yeah, just go forward and try to kill them. But nothing really goes on. You could have killed this guy very well from this position. May have been a little more difficult, but you would have been fine. And the only person to worry about would be Link. At which point, you and Egan push up when they tried to push into Link and kill him, right? So I think that's your mistake, yeah. So you were above numbers while you were rotating, and you just completely ignored that. So yeah, this is on you. So you're 4-1 now, and you get killed, right? Ethan comes in. So started 5v5. It went into a 4-2. When Bernie went in, Bernie killed another one, 4-1. When Bernie kills that guy, then it's 3-1 when Bernie dies, and now we're gonna see Ethan, right? So 4-4, 5-4, 4-4, 4-3, 4-2, and you're still running. That's fine. I would stop here, okay? You're 4-1. I would stop here, or just walk. You know. I jiggle and see if if the guy's coming in. That's what I do. You just go knife out, and now you pull out your weapon. Why? And you try to duel him. You're 3-1, man. Bernie already messed up. Why are you doing the same? And you keep dueling him. As if you need to kill this guy. You don't. All you need to do is stay alive. Don't let him come to be. And if he does, just keep yourself alive. I don't understand these decisions. I really don't. Bernie, he made a mistake, yes, but he was already on it, you know. So, but you're literally on the guy. You know. You see him? You could have just backed off now. It's okay. Maybe you were distracted or whatever happens. But right now, you could have just keep jiggling and just back off. Instead, you do this. Thank God he shut you down, you know. It's just fundamentals again. Like, we can't count to 5, guys. You know? We have more than the enemy team. The max is 5. Back off. If you have less, do all you want, you know? So, I don't know. It's weird. And in all of this, Link's still alive. That's fine. I don't know. It all started with the positioning from Pat, by the way. If he's on a different position, it would have been much better. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Game's easy. Just learn how to count to 5, you know? Why the fuck are you ecoing, man? Full of this. Oh shit, I didn't copy the right one. So Alt F2, then print. If you can't buy Ethan, it's difficult to play the game, you know. So I'm just gonna ignore this round. What the fuck, man? Now you buy a helmet? Alt. Son of a bitch, why is this happening? So you bought a helmet, a kit, and a 5.7. You should have bought this last round, you know? Because that's when every rifle is forcing. It's like I said, you know, if you don't know how to buy it, it's hard to play the game. What do you buy this round? Okay, it's fine. And we won an eco, okay. Interesting. Interesting, very interesting. Something tells me that that Molo needs to be deeper, but I won't really judge. I don't really know, so. You go back. Didn't look too good, honestly. Okay. I don't know who threw this flash from here. No, wait, what the fuck is this? Who? I think it was Pet that threw this, but if you only throw this if you see a lot of noise, you know? You hear flashes coming in from the tees. You don't throw it every round just because you feel like it. You know? There's a reason to, yeah. If not, then no. I think this flash could be thrown by Pet, for example. I think before you go up, you could have just quickly flashed. Or Ethan, for example, could have flashed in, maybe, from B. Probably not, I think that's a little unreasonable, but... I also think that if you want to do this link, you need a third guy here. You can't just do it with two. So you need to keep one cave, and you are with Pat pushing, and someone else in the flank is flashing you guys in. Because you can't just peek this completely, you know, and not have anyone blind. You kill these two guys and you back the fuck off, man. What are you doing? What the fuck, man? I don't understand. Link, you were 5-on-3, man. 5-on-3. You decided, let me just shoot these sons of bitches. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Take the round win, just go back. You're 8-7. It's not like you're 11-0. Right? You could lose this round. What the hell are we doing? Okay, I mean, it's fine. It's a newbie stuff or whatever. Okay. You work together, that's good. It wasn't the best, but I understand what you're doing. That's fine. Okay, this is an eco. If you lose, I mean, it's on you. There you go. You can tell something's wrong here, right? Okay, so I think the flash needs to be thrown against this, depending on the spawn. If you're the best spawn, you can throw that, but I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. I think it's safer to just throw it against this, as long as you don't get flashed, or your teammates, that's fine. But I would throw it a little against this wall instead of that deep. But the other thing you guys are doing wrong is, I think Link should go into this spot. But I would be for a second, I would just push into them, you know, anti. But I would need this guy to help me, right? Because why do you want to do that? Because you're throwing all of this utility here. If they want to push, they will. They will just smoke this molly off. The difference is if they smoke it and you're right here, you kill them coming out of the smoke. It's a win-win, you know. But I don't think that what Pet's doing is right, though. Yeah, that flash is way too deep. It will blow behind them. You're fucking staying behind the fucking smoke. Man, should be coming out. And then if they smoke it, you can play around it and just use it as a gap, and you kill all of these guys, you know? If you get flashed, you just turn away, and it's fine. Link should be coming in, right? So you should support him. You should do this with 3 people, not 2. If you do it with 2, you'll need to really coordinate utility, and they were really aggressive early, so yeah. What happened to Link, by the way? Pet, the moral of the story is you can't just stay behind the fucking smoke when your teammate's shooting. If you're just out right now, you would have caught this guy. Both of these, you know? You would have been able to get these guys. Now is when you go back and have the nade out. Now you're just gonna pop the nade now. That's your nade just behind you. You would have gotten these guys, all of them. So 2 of them would be dead. Link should have been more to the left. You would have killed these guys coming out. Link should be running into here, anti, and pushing up slowly, okay? Anti. If he gets blind for whatever reason, you could just fall back and let you know, but you guys should be both here shooting, so these guys are all blind and all killed, okay? They don't even make it out of mid. And if, for whatever reason, if this isn't enough, just bring a 3rd guy, okay? And then it will be more than enough. Stop this. But I don't think you'll need it, honestly. It's just the way you're taking it that's a little bad. Okay. You put the 2nd guy on B. Had you put him on mid, it would have been a lot better. Okay. The thing is, you weren't playing Passion. You were just AFK. Now, look at what's happening. We're again 4v3, up numbers. Passion is nowhere to be found. Can he help? He has a nade, so he could help with a nade, for example. Bernie just killed someone, so it's 4v3 now because of his kill. And he's gonna get killed. Our goal should be getting this kill and falling back. That's it. Instead, 1, 2. 4v3 in our favor turns into a 2-1-3. It's hard, guys. It's hard. You need to learn how to play the game, you know? Count to 5, guys. It's that easy. Jesus Christ, how long is this pause? Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna skip it. Fuck it. You lost it, okay. Same thing, let's see if Pat does the exact same thing. If he does, I'm gonna get mad. What the fuck are you doing, man? Pat, I want you to hear this. This is not playing mid, okay? If you're gonna do this, you'd rather just be playing alone. Okay? If you're alone, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're playing with an extra guy on mid early, you need to be helping him. You can't just be playing behind the smoke. That's okay. Okay. I don't like there's no synergy between Bernie and Ethan. Bernie's on an island, like Passion is, but Passion is way far out, right? So if he sees something, you can quickly fall back. He's fine, right? If that happens to Bernie, on the other hand, he's screwed, right? So I think Ethan should be with him in here, maybe, you know? If they come out B, you let them have B. You just tell your teammates, hey, they could be in here. You just keep Cheetah. But if Bernie dies, which I think he will, what will happen is you will not have Cheetah, and you'll probably not have B because Ethan will die soon after, right? So there's no synergy between these two. Okay. An idiot just killed himself. Okay. Ethan is still yet again clueless. You threw a flash where, man? I don't know if this is recommended, but okay. Okay. Throw a flash to your teammate, kind of, to help him get out. That's good, you know? Good on you. But at this point, you should be helping him, right? Okay. I just let him have B, man. What the fuck is that smoke you threw, man? What? Why'd you throw that? Hello? Why did you smoke that? Oh, because I'm 5-1-3. Okay, sure, but you won't smoke this though, man, right? You're just letting them have. This is what could happen to you, okay? There are 3-on-5. If they call well, they could get close to this smoke, have a guy here throwing 2 flashes right here, blinding the living shit out of you. And if they throw a Molo here and then the smokes, they are doing a 2-on-2, man. And they're 5-on-3, or they're 3-on-5. To do a 2-on-2 on a 3-on-5 is fucking awesome, okay? You threw the round. Oh, but they didn't do that. Well, looks like they'll do something similar. If you just smoke the entrance correctly and just had, hey, Bernie, just go close to it. When it's about to go off at about 20 seconds, just throw the smoke, you know? Oh, you're lucky. Okay. Jesus, they flashed themselves and everything. Okay, but you played. I was gonna say you played it right. You shouldn't have died. Should be able to win this anyway. Just throw your Molotov, Mr. Pet. Can we retake? Ethan has a Molo, you have a Molo, Bernie has a smoke. Molos. Jesus Christ, we have to take measurements of the Molo we're throwing. Okay. We went from a 5-on-3 to a 5-on-2 to a 2-on-0, okay? We won with 2 guys alive from a 5-on-2 or 3, sorry. All because of Ethan's smoke. Just want to make that clear. It's not a small thing, Ethan, okay? You throw rounds with bad smokes. Or Molotovs. Flash towards B just because. Ethan must have 50 of them laying around, I guess. Okay, you cannot be here alone while Pat is here. You need to be jump spotting for him. He needs to be seeing you first. Good job. Maybe that's what you did and I didn't see. But it's okay. We're 5-on-3. Egan. If you do what I think you're about to do, you're gonna kill yourself. If these guys have A, and you know they do, if I was them, I would be yelling to take tempo and kill any idiot that shows up here. Okay? Please tell me that you just realize and you go back. Please. No, of course not. Just go back, man. Just go back, man. Just go back, man. Just go back, man. You're lucky, you know? Should be fine now. Should be able to retake this easily. Check your fucking corners, guys. What the fuck, man? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. You won, thank god. We need to check corners, man. Just molly it, man. If I was number one, I'd just push into main, honestly. Okay. Overall, it was better. Okay, and when I was watching Ethan's stream, the way you guys were playing, at least in the 5 rounds, it looked a lot worse than this, but it was better. Honestly, it was better. I think you guys are going in the right track. Some concerning things I will point out though. So number one is the planter. When someone is planting the bomb, please make sure you clear the site as most as you can and have a bodyguard next to him. Okay, that's your priority number one. 2, buying. Okay, the way you guys are buying is terrible. I can't see Pat with having enough for an AK and utility and armor and helmet and not have that second round. You need to have that. And the same thing with Ethan. Ethan, I cannot see you on a force round ecoing. And then the round after that, you just buy what you should have bought the round before. Don't do that. Learn how to buy. It's simple. What else? I don't really remember much. I saw on T side it's getting better. I just say try to do different things for Pat and Ethan. So don't just keep sending 2 guys out there. You did it one time, you just had Pat alone, but I never saw you pressuring A, for example, early, mid round, late round, whatever. I only saw one of you alone here once. You should definitely help more on the B side, especially if you see that they're struggling to get it. Then on T side, just take map control. When you take mid, smoke, molly, throw flash, and get the guy off of donut. That's all you need. Once you have this, then you can make a decision. Cheetah, you should probably get it too, but it's not necessary. Okay. So the most important parts on map control for agent is all of this. You need to have this. You need to, if not have donut, you need to at least push the guy off. And then you need to have this for sure. This is optional. Okay. Usually this you'll have by default, and this you'll have by default as well. It depends on the round, but these things is what you need to do a mid-game call. Okay. Because then this guy will be pushed towards A. He'll have to call the second guy in to A. And he's in a much more difficult spot to defend A from. Okay, so suddenly attacking A, you can split it, and it makes it a lot more difficult for the CTs. Same thing for B. Okay, so that's pretty much all you need to take on B. What did I see on B? On B, what did I see that I remember? Oh, you need better protocols to take ramp. So you need a volley here, molly here, if possible. This one's optional. You need a pop flash right here, and you need progression flashes. Just one or two is enough. Okay, so two molos maybe. One is needed. Two or three flashes, and that's pretty much it. What else? You guys need to be able to talk more. You know, you you need more synergy, but I think that'll come with time as soon as you understand how to actually buy and play the game a little better. And the other thing I want you guys to really think about is I never want to see Bernie like he was here, completely alone, and Ethan not having a clue what he was doing. Now, to be fair to him, he did throw the flash, so he was aware of him, but he shouldn't be here alone, okay? Ethan should be closer to him, or at least give him the option to try something in here maybe, or into mid, and then back off. Whatever that looks like, I don't know, but if that is not possible, I would definitely keep Ethan as well on Cheetah with him. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What concerns me the most is buying, honestly. If you can't buy, you can't play the game. It's that simple. So please focus on that. That's out of everything I said, that's priority number one. Okay. Hope you enjoyed.